And look at this gangplank. He dies. That's right, he died. Thank God he didn't flash away from that one. Got him. I got an assist for that one though. I stunned him. It counts. Even though I didn't do any of the damage. But assists are good. One thing you need to know about this game is, if you don't get the kill, don't get so mad, because assists are pretty helpful towards your bank. So now I'm going to go over to red buff, because red buff is pretty important for Udyr, since he doesn't really have... Udyr's a melee only champion, so it's hard to catch up to some people. For like someone like Renekton, for example, can dash. Well, Udyr can't do that, he just gets his movement speed from Bear. So it's, Udyr's red buff is really good on Udyr because he needs it a lot. So Shen down there grabbing a kill on Garen, that's neat. They're pushing this tower out, I think they're going to try to get it, and then Teemo comes out of the bush and tries to gank Orianna, but she gets away. So I'm going to try to help her here. She's got 2 in mid there, and Shen just warded Dragon, which is always good. I'm going to buy a Wiggles Lantern here soon. And when you have a ward, especially if you're the jungler, you want to try to ward Dragon as much as possible, because Dragon is such a great thing to kill, and you don't want your enemy team killing Dragon. Especially since he has Smite, and smiting Dragon or Baron and getting the kill by his Smite stealing it is always good. You see me pick up a Wiggles Lantern there. It's a great item. It's not as good as Blood Razor, but on Udyr it works wonders because it gives him the lifesteal. So I'm gonna stop Teemo up here. And he's really squishy at this point, so I'm going to try to go for the kill. I'm going to clear the creeps and you see him extend a little bit, and I ghost and bear, but I don't know how, because I hit the mushroom, which slows me, but not that much, and he still outruns me, even though I was at around 470 movement speed. He was only at like 400 something. I don't know exactly how he outruns me, but he outruns me, so I was kind of annoyed. Now you just see him camp in his tower, and there's Olaf, so I'm gonna avoid his axe, but he never threw it. I'm gonna go form some more wolves. And I see Gangplank down there. Even though I saw my team ping there, I have this habit of never leaving creeps. Like, I'm not gonna just walk past the wolves without killing him, because this is money. And then you can see Garen being that silly little Garen that he is, and he just ults for the kill. And I saw Olaf there before he peeked in the bush, and this is Undertake. And this is actually pretty neat. Look at how does she survive that long? It's just, I didn't understand this. And then finally the Undertake gets her, and I back out because I really don't feel like taking on 2 people against just me. And now this, if you watch this, this is a good example of how much damage Tiger can do. Now I switch to Tiger and just watch his health drop. That's how good Tiger stance is. Although I probably could have chased him a little bit more, but I didn't feel like killing him. I just wanted to put some damage on him. I don't know why. And I was gonna sneak around on TF there, but he got out of the bush, and I was whatever. Now I'm gonna sit in the bush, put a ward there. Wards wins games. Nothing more to say about wards. They win games. If you have an extra 75 gold, buy a ward. It's gonna help you out more than buying anything else for 75 gold. I'm gonna farm up here more, because it's very important to get gold, of course. Like I said, these small golems right here, great way to get experience. And I see Shen up top is trying to get a double gank on him. He does in fact die, but that flash man saves Gangplank's life yet again. Uh-oh. This Twitch being really dangerous there. But in fact, Garen's judgment is just too strong. And I tried to put some damage on Garen there, and I believe not enough, yeah. Now I'm gonna try to put some damage on this tower since it's Garen. Lucky though, we got I do try to tower dive him here, and yep, there goes the Orianna for the finishing. And now I'm trying to run away because they're focusing me over someone like Sona. I just don't want to be blinded by Teemo, and plus I'm out of mana, and we all know when a champion is out of mana, he's not going to really do anything. So I pick up Merc Treads there. I really like Merc Treads because you get that tenacity, which is great now. But you also get the magic resist, and magic resist is always good. And they look like they're trying to pick off Teemo there, and they in fact do. And one thing that I like about that Teemo kill is that ward that I placed earlier basically killed Teemo, because it allowed them to have sight of him the entire way, even though he was running away from them into the enemy jungle there. So that ward, pretty good. And then they can see Garen sneaking up on them. Wards win games. And now I see Gangplank's being greedy again at this tower, so I ghost there just so I can make sure he doesn't get away. Pop Tiger there and just finish him off. See, that's why Red's important, because he did use Raise Morale, which increases his movement speed, but he was slowed by my Red. Plus I hit popped Berrigan just for the movement speed, and he did use his Scurvy to heal himself, but luckily my stun stunned him right after he used his Scurvy. So now you're gonna see me trying to solo Dragon there, and see that ward that I placed right there? Whenever you try to attempt Dragon, especially if you're alone, even though in this situation it's not so bad, you always want to put wards where you think the enemy will come from. Then you'll get to see the enemy, and you can either A, try to finish off Dragon really fast, or run away. But middle lane was pushed, and they didn't have a ward there, so I wasn't so worried about it. So I picked up a nice Dragon kill. That's 190 gold for the team, plus another 25 gold for me. Plus another 5 gold because of my smite. Then Teemo is trying to sneak around there. I don't know what he's doing. Taking on 2 people like that, especially as the one that can heal just by himself. But he seems like he's going to go top. He's just placing mushrooms. And there's Garen, being Garen. He's just going to try to judgment. And then I decided to make an appearance here because I got tired of sitting in a bush basically. And then they try to gank top again, and then I tried to get there as fast as possible, even though nothing really happens. But it's always good to support the team whenever you can. And then I'm going to go in this tri-bush to get vision, and then I see Teemo and Garen there. And the best thing you can do with Udyr, he's really hard to catch, because all you really need to do is pop your bear, which gives you the movement speed, then pop your turtle. That way it gives you a shield, and you just keep popping those two over and over again until you eventually get away. That's the best way to get away from people. And sometimes if people are stunning you, what you can do is you can pop bear, and instead of running forward, you can turn around and smack the guy that's chasing you, and that will stun him, and then you can pop bear again, and that will give you movement speed. And hopefully that gives you enough time to escape his stuns / slows from like a frozen mallet or something. So now I'm in this lane alone, and I can see that my team is fighting in mid, and they do kill Sona, but they also kill the enemy Gangplank, and they also kill Twisted Fate. So I was like, at this time I'm not going to go help them because towers are important. So I'm going to attack a tower And for some reason I chose to eat some tower hits, I don't know. I think I was just mad that the caster minions there didn't push up. So it's like, well, I want to attack the tower, so I'm going to take some hits, but whatever. So, the best way to take down a tower with Udyr is to pop any 2 of your skills. For example, you pop Turtle and then Bear, and then you pop Tiger, because that will give you the most attack speed, because when you activate Tiger, you get attack speed. So I see TF ults here, and I was worried that he was going to gank or teleport to what's-her-face, Orianna. And then, unfortunately, I popped 2 mushrooms there. Sometimes Teemo's mushrooms can be really ridiculous, especially when you're running away through your own jungle and you die from one. Which has happened to me, and I'm sure it's happened to many people. So, I have a Sapphire Crystal in my inventory now, which is good because Udyr likes to run out of mana when he doesn't have blue buff. And I'm going to turn that into a Sheen. And as you can see, I'm farming on these minions. And then Garen comes, but I don't know, he's just sitting back. And they catch Gangplank, or Twitch does, at their blue. And that was really good. See, when enemy teams don't buy oracles or vision wards, the stealth champions just they own. Like, that's the best way I can put it. And as you can see, I put a ward in that bush because Dragon's down. Plus, we already have a ward in that bush down in river. So we're pushing mid, and Orianna tanks a few tower hits for trying to poke their team. I don't know if it's quite worth it. And then I pop a mushroom here, but I knew there was going to be a mushroom here, and they actually tried to chase me, so you can see me popping Bear and Turtle over and over again. And then we get separated, my team does, and we just kind of fall back and nothing really happens. And that Garen has it out for Sona, which is good because you always want to focus that. Then I see that Shen's waiting to ult, so I just like, well, let's engage. And that was a great ult by Orianna, followed up by another great ult by Sona. And I'm trying to catch up to that Teemo, but he popped his move quick and ghost, and he has boots of mobility, so he just took off like a jackrabbit. And then this Olaf, it's just, I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to kill Orianna here. And unfortunately he doesn't, because suiciding in the enemy team doesn't really help. And then we get this free push, because that was almost an ace. We killed everyone besides Teemo. That was the end of part 2. Part 3 will be the conclusion of this game, and you'll find out whether or not we'll win. There's a lot more team fights in part 3, so get excited for that video. Besides that, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you later.